Welcome to Frontline, where my goal is to inform you of the most interesting events and practices when it comes to the front lines of the medical and military world. In this week's quick and concise news story, we focus on the very real threat of Russia and its cyber campaign against the West. The Canadian-led Nato battle group in Latvia has recently been targeted by an organized disinformation campaign believed to have originated in Russia. Beginning just before NATO troops were to emerge from the base as part of a combined major exercise late last month, the disinformation campaign has been circulating reports that suggested the contingent of multinational troops stationed at Camp Aderin in Latvia had a high number of COVID-19 cases. Latvian authorities were quick to respond in an attempt to set the record straight, with NATO quickly following suit. This quick reaction is partly attributed to previous experience with attempts by Russian-backed entities to drive a wedge between the international forces and Latvian public perception. Facebook, Tinder, and military forums have all been utilized to gather information from troops deployed in the region and exploit potential weaknesses in the operational security of Battle Group Latvia. In 2018, propaganda stories circulated about Canadian soldiers being accommodated in luxury apartments at Latvian taxpayer expense, as well as the spread of reported images showing soldiers purchasing alcohol and conducting widespread, indiscriminate littering in their host nations. The Baltic nations are no strangers to propaganda and disinformation. Beginning as early as 1940, Baltic countries have been subjected to systematic Russian gaslighting designed in the hopes that people will begin to doubt their national history, culture, and economic development. These methods have included rewriting history books, national anthems, and manipulating economic data. More recently, Russia has made good use of social and state-sponsored media alongside the use of massive cyber attacks in an effort to undermine Western governments and mislead the local Baltic population. Camp Aderin is located just outside of the nation's capital of Riga, where the headquarters for Task Force Latvia currently resides, along with the Latvian National Armed Forces Joint Headquarters. Task Force Latvia made its arrival in early 2017, with the goal of supporting Canadian and NATO military objectives in the area. Canadian commanders have stayed continuously active in local communities with positive interactions to counter these attempts at disinformation. Latvia, a fully fledged member of NATO since 2004, is a critical part of their enhanced forward presence in Central and Northern Europe, which aims to safeguard and reassure NATO's member states in the area. This is a direct result of Russia's invasion of the Crimea and its military intervention in the ongoing war in Ukraine. Canada has assumed a leadership role as one of 4 framework nations to lead the multinational NATO battle group in the country. The other major contributing nations are Germany, the United Kingdom, and the United States of America.
As I say, the message is clear. An attack on one is an attack on all.
Canada's contribution has included up to 540 personnel alongside vehicles and equipment, all of these located at Camp Aderin. This Canadian presence will remain in Latvia until March 2023. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has said that the Canadian military is in Latvia to send a clear message to Russian leader Vladimir Putin regarding his actions to destabilize the area. In an effort to combat this Russian disinformation, Latvian dignitaries at this year's Munich Security Conference described the struggles of dealing with Kremlin-backed disinformation campaigns, while also calling for a renewed effort to combat Russian cyber attacks.